but to look at it and take it into consideration. Granted, his history. Now, you may not know it. You might have been like, okay, you just say he was rapping. He was rapping his hands. You had no idea what was going on with that camera. All right? You had no idea. But we're telling you, yo, he unplugged the camera. That's not normal. If you found out that Deontay Wilder unplugged his cameras and he knocked a dent in Fury's forehead and KO'd him in the 3rd round, you found that he unplugged the cameras, wouldn't you ask, yo, what's that about? Wouldn't you at least ask, what's that about? Because that's not normal. Sure, they waved goodbye to us and unplugged the camera. Do you know that? Yeah, yes. So you're saying you don't know. They went just like this and unplugged the camera. That happened. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. That really happened.
So when they unplugged the camera, so then that has something to do with me. So as I stated before, my normal routine was what it was. JD's was in there. He was right there. There's always a representative there. So he touched the pads, he touched the gloves, he touched everything. He was okay with everything. So something to do with that camera. Honestly, really, I don't even care about no camera. What that camera got to do with anything? The commissioner's there and JD is there. The camera's just a plus for the fans. And that's just
Mauricio Suleiman also said he was in both rooms.
To be entertaining to watch the guys inside the locker room and things like that. That got nothing to do with the fight. You got the committee, you got somebody from his camp there. His trainer is there. It's supposed to be who looks out for his well-being. His trainer was there. The same way that I had a fighter, I had a representative from my team over there watching Wilder get his hands wrapped. If something was wrong, it should have been said then.
Something's wrong with you.
This has nothing to do with no cameras. Somebody covering the camera don't mean nothing because you got the commission there still. That's just for the fans to see. It's part of entertainment.
I'm sure the commission was there when Margarito's hands got wrapped too.
And they pointed it out, didn't they? He got caught.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. You know who caught him? Brother Richardson caught him.
Barry Richardson.
The commissions have never caught someone cheating. You know that?
I seen caught it. I seen Richardson.
Right. All right, so I'm gonna stop it right there. So like I said, man. Like I said, this dude Drew Titan on Beauty Shop Conversations. Y'all are beyond retarded. Because again, you guys lack facts, logic, and common sense. If the Nevada State Athletic Commission is there, right? Just like you said, they didn't catch Margarito cheating. Okay. That's pretty much common knowledge. Everybody knows if you follow boxing, you're a diehard boxing fan, and you follow the storylines of boxing, you know that many a times, right, the athletic commissions have dropped the ball. We know this. So if you're going to accuse Tyson Fury of cheating, right? And again, I'm not saying that Tyson Fury is not a cheater, right? But if you're going to accuse him of cheating, you have to implicate everybody that was involved in that fight. And that's both fights. Because again, the LDBC is accusing Tyson Fury of cheating the first and the second fight. Okay? So you're accusing the Nevada State Athletic Commission as well as the California State Athletic Commission. Because the first fight took place in California. So the athletic commissions are corrupt. The athletic commissions need to be investigated. Does the LDBC, PBC have the power to implicate the athletic commissions on these allegations? Right? That was supposed to be done when, remember, Young Pharaoh is the one that actually brought them charges up. A guy who knows nothing about boxing but making these damn boxing videos. He made a few videos, and after that, he went on to the next thing. That's not what he does. He just basically sparked the fire of the Glovegate controversy. That's what he did. He's the one. He is the progenitor of the Glovegate theory. That's Young Pharaoh. Look him up. All right. So, like I said, if you're gonna accuse Tyson Fury of cheating, you got to accuse the athletic commissions of cheating. You gotta accuse JD's, who was there live in the flesh. He was there watching watching Tyson Fury get his hands wrapped. He was there. The commissions was there, right? Everybody involved. And if you also, like Wilder said that Mark Breland spiked his drink. So that means you got to accuse Vada, right? Because he passed a drug test. Something was not caught in his system. So, right, you got to accuse Vada of covering up this conspiracy that letting Tyson Fury get away with the grandiose cheating allegations of all time in boxing, right? Probably, you know, the most grandiose, illustrious cheating allegations in boxing for a boxing match that really wasn't that lucrative. There wasn't a whole lot of money involved in Tyson Fury 1 and 2. As a matter of fact, who were the top 20? Who were the top grossing pay-per-view fights of this year in 2020? I know Wilder Fury 2 was one of them, but it wasn't the top one. My point is that if you combine the gross revenue between both fights and you weigh it up against these allegations of cheating between both fights, does it make sense? My point is that these guys, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder do not make a lot of money together. They don't. They don't generate enough marquee value. Both of these guys, they can't sell out arenas by themselves. So why in the world would Tyson Fury, and again, I'm using common sense. Again, I use facts, logic, and common sense when I evaluate situations. And LDBC clearly don't. Okay, again, they're beyond retarded. Beyond retarded. Like they just graduated from an autistic school or some shit like that. But for the money generated between both fights, and I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I'm just saying, like, from my research and, you know, based off of their fights, when they're not fighting each other, they don't sell out arenas. They can't even sell out, let alone arenas, stadiums, like, you know, Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? They can't sell out. So when they come together, their fights really don't generate that kind of money. The second fight, I believe, if I remember correctly, didn't even break even when it comes to generating revenue. You know, pay-per-view sales and gates, it didn't really break even. I just have to double check. It's been a while since I've done research on those numbers. But my point is, like I said, these guys don't make a lot of money together. So what is the point of Tyson Fury having all of these cheating allegations out, these grandiose cheating allegations? Why would he do that? And also, why would, again, if you're going to accuse Tyson Fury of cheating, you gotta accuse the athletic commissions, VADA, right? The sanctioning bodies, WBC, the refs. Everybody also is involved, not just Tyson Fury and his team. Everybody else is involved, right? And side note, we haven't heard from JDs. We haven't heard from Shelly Finkel to come out and to corroborate Wilder's allegations. We haven't heard from these guys. LDBC, they're not. Are these guys seeking out interviews for Shelly Finkel and JDs? Because these guys are silent. Wilder came out finally after 9 months, and I said before in my last video that it took Wilder 9 months to create a lie. It took you 9 months to give birth to a lie. It took you 9 months to give birth to a fucking lie, because again, you can't prove these allegations. There's no empirical data that lets you know he actually cheated, because they're going through a mediation process that has nothing to do with the allegations. It's just basically Wilder is begging for a rematch. That's what the mediation is for. The mediation is for a rematch, but it has nothing to do with the cheating allegations. So common sense will tell me, if I'm going to accuse somebody of cheating, and these are grandiose cheating allegations that nobody in the history of boxing has done before, turning off cameras, right? Spiking drinks, you know what I'm saying? All this other stuff. That means Tyson Fury has a lot of power, because he had the athletic commission under his thumb. He had VADA under his thumb, right? You know, the sanctioning body, WBC, under his thumb. He controlled everybody to make sure he was protected and covered up for these cheating allegations, right? So when it comes to that, Tyson Fury, like I said before, if Tyson Fury is going to be accused of all of these allegations, right? you better make sure that everybody else who was involved in that fight is implicated. It's all or nothing. It's not, you can't pick and choose who okay, this guy's good, he didn't cheat. Oh, this guy who was involved, he cheated. No, it's either everybody that was involved in the fight was cheating or nobody was cheating. Just that simple. Just that simple, right? So, and also, like I said before in previous videos, when the first fight took place, immediately after the first fight, Glovegate theory was not even thought of, right? It wasn't even thought of. The only controversy, or actually one of the controversies after that first fight, was the fact that in the 12th round, when Deontay Wilder knocked down or nearly knocked out Tyson Fury, the referee Jack Reese, there was a long count. And there was plethora of videos online you can see that people are, you know, saying that Jack Reese took too long and it should have been a knockout and not a draw. The count was too long. Those were the only videos surfacing immediately after that first fight, not Glovegate. Again, it took somebody else outside of the LDBC, somebody who doesn't even know about boxing, Young Pharaoh, to create and be the progenitor of the Glovegate theory, right? To take off, where everybody's talking about that now until 2021, right? And again, like I said, you know, if you're gonna accuse somebody of cheating with all of these allegations, why would you rematch him? Take him to court. But you're not taking him to court. You're in the mediation, but it has nothing to do with the allegations of cheating. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Right? So, you know, this guy, Drew Titan, I don't know, and Beauty Shop Conversations, I'll finish watching that video a little bit later. But let me play this clip from, and this clip is hilarious, but this is a guy who was in Tyson Fury's corner, and they were saying that he was involved in turning off the cameras in Tyson Fury's dressing room.
Oh, okay. But no, it was nothing going on there. There's a commission. This has been said on this channel too. It's the Stitch had clarified it. We weren't, you know, nothing was covered. I was actually trying to hang up his king robe, his king cloak, and I was trying to hang it up on the camera, one of them things that are hanging on the camera, and then it fell and it knocked out the wire, and got a bunch of text messages saying that I knocked out.
That's nice. That's a nice story.
There's no doctor gloves. Come on.
That's a nice
It's
story.
just looking for excuses.
So this was right, coincidentally, right before, the gloves, half one in the
There was two maroon jackets in there. The two Nevada State athletic supervisors checking out everything. So they seen everything. So there was JD's was in the room as the gloves were, as the hands were being wrapped.
Jeff, you've been saying Frank has been dirty since we started
We're
this.
all dirty. We're all in this thing. We're all in this shit. We're all dirty. We all need a bath. But
so, well, let me ask you guys about the gloves. So that's the new thing. We actually did a video that'll be up by now. We just filmed it today with professional boxers putting their hands half in the glove. And out of the 5 people we used, only one of them said it was even moderately helpful. And actually he said he would prefer not to do it for a fight.
All right, so real quick, even if you, and that video has a lot of thumbs downs, obviously from the LDBC, but even if you think this guy's a liar, he don't know what he's talking about, he's trash, whatever. JD's was in the building. JD's was there. So why don't y'all LDBC, PBC, Al Heyman protectors seek out JD's and at least Shelly Finkel to find out what happened in the dressing room when Tyson Fury was getting his hands wrapped? Was he, first of all, he was there. Was he drugged? Was he knocked out? when Tyson Fury was getting his hands wrapped, what happened? He hasn't come out at all. He's been silent this whole year. After this fight, he's been silent. So somebody needs to do an interview with JD's or at least Shelly Finkel, one of those guys from Team Wilder, and find out what the hell happened. If y'all gonna continue to, stretch this goddamn thing out till 2021, get JD's to do an interview, get Shelly Finkel to do an interview, to corroborate these allegations from LDBC and Team Wilder. Point blank and simple. All right, family, those are my thoughts on that, family. Leave your comments down below. GMOGSportsTV, you already know what it is. Happy New Year to y'all. Till next time, signing out. Peace.